Continuing coverage on Minnesota's own KARE 11.
We'll end our broadcast tonight with a look back at the music of the legendary Prince, who died today at 57. Prince was a prolific artist who released 4 albums in just the last 2 years of his life. For the fans, he left so much great music behind that we'll be listening to for decades to come. We'll let his music take us off the air tonight as we say goodnight from San Francisco.
Oh, no, let's go, Prince.
The death of a music legend. We're continuing our special coverage tonight of the death of Prince. Right now, the memorial at Paisley Park just keeps growing. And fans at First Avenue, the music venue he made famous in the movie Purple Rain, grief-stricken. The club getting ready to host an all-night dance party in Prince's honor. Good evening. Welcome to our one-hour edition of KARE 11 News at 6. He's being remembered as a once-in-a-generation artist, a musical genius, a man who changed the Minneapolis music scene. Those are just some of the memories of Prince pouring in from all around the world. We'll hear from those who knew him in a moment. But first, we're going to head to Paisley Park, his home, and where fans have been gathering all day. Julie Nelson's there live. Julie?
Good evening, Randy. We have been here all day as well, and in the last hour, fans have really begun pouring in, and the memorial you can see off of my left shoulder has grown exponentially in the last 30 minutes or so. People from all over the Twin Cities wanting to come and in some way gather together and pay respects to a man they had so much admiration for, not just for his music, he was obviously a musical genius, but also for all of the wonderful work he did in this community and all that he gave back. Many people here today saying that about him first, that he stayed true to his Minnesota roots before even mentioning his music. Off to my right, you can see the main gate to Paisley Park. And about 5 minutes ago, there was a lot of activity, many law enforcement vehicles coming and going out of that gate. Though we have seen a lot of activity, we have received precious little information about what happened here today. One new piece of information since 5 o'clock that we've learned, the Midwest Medical Examiner did let us know that they have received Prince's body in Ramsey County and they will be performing an autopsy on his body tomorrow. Other than that, the details are still very, very sketchy. We do know that at 9:43 this morning, a phone call was made that there was a medical emergency here at Paisley Park. A man's body was in an elevator. When paramedics arrived, they said they found that man, who we now know obviously was Prince, unresponsive. They did try to administer CPR, but of course that effort failed, and Prince was pronounced dead here at Paisley Park at 10:07 a.m. We do know that Prince had apparently been sick for several weeks leading up to this moment. He had postponed a couple of concerts earlier this month because of an illness. And then just last Friday, many of you will remember that his tour plane made an emergency landing in Illinois, where he was hospitalized with what was described as the flu. Other reports from his camp said he simply was severely dehydrated. At this point, that is all we know about what was going on physically with Prince. As I said earlier, Carver County authorities are not releasing any information other than that so far today. Fans gathering here, not as concerned about what happened, but absolutely stunned that they have lost such a beloved Minnesota icon. Zachary Lajway, my colleague, has been here all afternoon talking with